today right here from his main office right here in Blackhawk Plaza near San Francisco. Please come and join me every week. As you know, I come here every week on Fridays at 10 a.m. for the Multifamily Syndication Investing and Management Show, and we are crushing it. We are making it happen for everywhere around the world. So please join me and share this link with your family, friends, neighbors, colleagues, everybody you know. And I would like to bring the best to you in syndication business, in multifamily syndication, because that's what I've been doing for the last 12 years. I coach also. I'm a mentor to many, and I'm just putting online academy also where I can teach everything that I know for very little price. I don't like to charge thousands of dollars like a lot of people do, but you can learn everything for a small amount of investment, and I'm here for you. So let's go over here. Today we're going to talk something really, really special, and that is going to be about the profit and loss statement in multifamily. Profit and loss statement is such a tremendous opportunity for us to see if the apartment is doing good or not. Should you buy it or not? And that comes from the rent roll also. Rent roll, again, the market rents, the rent roll, which lets us know how many, of course, the residents, we never call tenants in our communities, Monil communities, as many of you know, who have been following me for about a year now on the Facebook Live show. Close to that, but we're going to crush it on Facebook Live like we've been doing it Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific every week. And then I'm going to start also from next Monday, 10 a.m., which is going to be the Motivation with Vinney. 10 minutes only, Monday morning motivation with Vinney from my office also. So we're going to catch you now at 10 o'clock, both the days. On Monday, Crush It with Vinney, Motivation with Vinney, and then also at 10 o'clock, which will be coming up over here for Vinney, which is going to be syndication, investing, and management, and we'll do it all across the world. That's what it's all about. Thank you, Roger. Roger, my buddy's here. Hi, Roger. Hi, Carlos. Thank you. And Roger is right here actually with me, and I would love to share that with you. There is Roger, my buddy from Orange County, and we are here in a beautiful plaza, which is just about 3 minutes away from where I live, near San Francisco in Danville. And I like to maybe come over here more often. That's my crunch. That's where I do exercise, and that I do the walking in the morning and things like that. But anyway, let's go into the real show, and that's gonna be talking about the P&L, the profit and loss statement. It is so important that when we do the due diligence, when somebody is sending us a broker, you got a pocket listing or napkin listing that I call in my book that's coming up. And what we want to know is the profit and loss for 12 months. You really need 12 months in different categories, which are line by line item. Thank you for the really great, hi there, Gene. Thank you, buddy. And giving me all the hearts and the thumbs up. Please share this link with everybody you know, and I appreciate you very much joining me today. But let's talk about, in the multifamily, you want to make sure the seller is giving you the real profit and loss, not the fake one. Lots of people actually try to manipulate the books, but you got to do it in the financial sense of it. When you are getting the LOI accepted and you got the contract going, you have 21 days or 30 days to do the due diligence. Financial due diligence is so important in the purchase, because you want to make sure that the bank statements show how much rent they are showing you in the P&L, in the profit and loss statement, that the bank statements show you month by month by month, every single to the dime, what they are telling you is equal to money in the bank. Because as you know, I've done it. I have so many different things I can share, chapter after chapter, the things I've learned over 12 years of not only acquiring 26 syndications over $250 million, but also managing them on a daily basis through my companies. I have 4 companies right now, and the 5th one is my academy. But the key thing is that you got to talk line by line item. In my students this week, when I did 2-hour session, we recorded it also and we'll provide it to you. If any one of you would like to get the recording of my mastermind elite group, please go ahead and text the word syndication to 474747. This is a new thing we just started. 474747 from your iPhone, from your phone. Just text the word syndication and we'll get that video out to you right away. Or any kind of information that you have, if you send us your email address, also text it to the same 474747. We will be able to get you a lot of material free, from our academy, from the things. If you have some questions, you can definitely reach me also at vinney@vinneychopra.com. And that's an easy way to reach my team, myself, and we are just love to give value for free. That's what I want to build my academy, so that a lot of my people are able to learn lots of things. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and not really. I want you to invest that money and crush it in multifamily syndication business. That's the business I've been living in for many years. Anyway, let's go to the P&L. Of course, on the top line, you want to see the gross potential rent. If the 100% occupancy is there of the apartment building that you're going to buy, that's the gross potential rent. The second one should be the vacancy loss. That is how many people are not there in the apartment. So the vacancy loss should show. Then after that should be the loss of lease, we call it. Loss of lease is the term we use where there are people living in the apartment complex, but the market rent has gone higher. Market rent has gone to $1,000, but they are paying only $900. So the difference of the two, which is $100 per resident, is the loss of lease, we call it. Okay, so that's one term. I hope you will really see that. The other numbers I look for in the P&L in the income side is the concessions. How much are the concessions? See, the thing is, if people are using concessions to bring the people into the community, that tells us a lot if they are a good demographic community or not. If the concessions are too much, you have to give people concessions to bring into your community. You want to be watchful. And then also delinquency is the other number that you want to really ask the owner or the broker and everything why the delinquency is such a big number. See, in our communities, Monil communities, the rent is due on the 1st and it's late on the 4th. It's due on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd is fine. We'll collect the money and everything. They can go online or they can pay by Visa, debit, everything like that. About 70% of many of our communities pay online, which is amazing because that way we don't have too much traffic coming into the leasing office, and our community managers and leasing agents and lead maintenance and the porters and all of them, which we have full time with our company, Monil Management Company, they can do their job to do the client retention, resident retention and things like that. So the key thing is you want to look at the delinquency. If the delinquency has been consistent every month, and by the way, we're going to be dropping a Vimeo also video right below it. Please come back to this broadcast today and then look at the Vimeo. We'll show you all the P&L and everything what I was talking about. I'm going to go back to my office and we'll be able to then put it into it, and then we'll be able to really put together a good video for you to see the P&L also. I know I recorded 1.5 hour session with my inner team also. Maybe we'll put that also in the Vimeo, no problem. But please look at it because you want to really understand the P&L, the profit and loss statement. That's so important for us to, before you buy, invest millions of dollars into multifamily, and also the apartment building or multifamily, we call the same. And as you know, lots and lots of people are buying multifamily, and the syndication is the world you want to be in. You can buy yourself. Definitely you can buy yourself with the money you got, but there is so much money around you. your colleagues, your circle of influence. I teach also first circle, second circle, third circle, fourth circle, and fifth circle. And you can bring so much money from the IRAs and self-directed and solo IRAs and a lot of people have a lot of money sitting aside and they are making only 0.15% or 2% in the CDs and all. But if you put a great syndication together and you get a great apartment building under contract, you can give them 8% preferred or 9% or 10% preferred. What a difference from 2% to 5 times the money. And these are passive investors. These are accredited or sophisticated investors. And maybe we'll do a whole session on the difference of the two. I know a lot of my following they are learning a lot of great stuff. So I would like to go high level in my Facebook Live, because that way I can teach a little bit more what I know of. And please ask me questions, because if you ask me some great questions in the Facebook Live, I'm here to answer them right from my mind, from my skills, whatever I've gained in the last 12 years. So please go ahead and ask me questions. Those of you who are, hi there, Olga, how are you? That was the best video, Olga, you sent me. I love that. Thank you. You're so kind, from Portland. And let's crush it together. I'm here with you. I'll mentor you. And you guys will be able to really crush it in multifamily syndication. And let's do it, and let's do it together. And any of the students who are listening to me right now or anywhere in the world, if you have a deal that really makes sense to you, let's underwrite it together. And then I would love to bring you, I'm doing a $50 million fund, as many of you know. That's Monil multifamilyfund.com, which is a 506c, which we can advertise, and we don't need to have pre-existing relationships or anything like that. But any of the investors or any of the students who bring investors into my deal, you will come on my GP side with a percentage legally in the LLC. And if you have other investors who are accredited investors, they have to be accredited investors, by the way, to be in the fund. But if you will bring your investors with me, you will also be on the GP side, general partner side, and you'll get to see my operation up close, and you'll be able to crush it with me. And you'll be in my meetings and every day, what I do and things like that. And we do a lot of recordings and things like that. So if you're interested, again, share this link with a lot of other people on your Facebook and so forth, so that we can get a great following going. Thank you so much. I really appreciate each one of you. But let's talk about now, in the P&L, we are talking about income, remember? So the income should also show you the laundry income, the vending machine income. If they have a vending machine or laundry and there is nothing in there, that means the seller is losing money because they are not promoting it. And I teach you how to sign up with the great contract with the CoinMax and other paper. Many of them have given me my contracts and my properties $7,000, $10,000. They gave me, CoinMax gave me to renew the lease, and they gave me brand new machines also. So I know how to negotiate, and I can provide you all those contracts also if anybody needs it. Just email me, Vinney@VinneyChopra.com. I have tons of materials to give out to anybody who needs for any kind of reason, and we won't charge you nothing at all. We'll answer your questions. We'll give you all the content and everything for free. Just email Vinney Chopra, Vinney, Vinney. You gotta say Vinney with an E as elephant. I love elephants, so I put that E in there. My friend Roger is over here. Roger, I love you, man. Thank you so much for flying up here and being with me. We just were crushing it for breakfast and really masterminding lots of great stuff. And Roger is going to South Africa, and I'm so proud of him, and it's going to bring millions of dollars from South Africa into the GP side, and also for his own deals that we're going to crush it together. So it's going to be great. And Sheldon is coming. Sheldon, if you're listening to me, buddy, let's get together. Huh? Seven. Yeah, 7. So that's great. Thank you. let's go ahead and talk about now what are other income over there. RUB system. See, the RUB system is the ratio utilities bill back system, which all of our apartment complexes we institute right away. If the if the owner is not getting 75 to 80% of the utilities income, they are losing it. Lot of value to the apartment building, because anything you get on the above the line in income and there is no expense at the bottom, that's extra NOI, and that NOI is divided by the cap rate, you get the value. It's so simple. So RUB system is very, very important. I know we have bought properties. Myself, we bought 12 syndications in last 3 years, and we are crushing it now new in this year and next year with this fund which is coming up. We'll probably purchase 250 to 300 million in this one, so we'll be about at $500 million with a B. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Maybe before I die, we'll have $1 billion under our acquisition. That's a big goal, but hey, it's always good to dream big, because if you don't dream big, you never reach those goals, So let's do it. So actually, let's go back here again to the income. So RUB system, other incomes, of course, there are other categories also, the late fees. You can look at the late fees. That tells you the demographics of the apartment also. If consistently there are late fee is being paid, that means that, the demographic is not that strong. There are not that many white collar workers, because they like to pay the rent real quickly. They like to even prepay the rent before even the month starts, things like that. So let's go to the second part. Total income on the top, then go to the expenses. You've got to look at the P&L, every single line item. You never should tell the seller to give you all these haphazard things unprepared, and if they are not coming from a profile of the thing is, you can fabricate anything, guys. You got to look at it. People can fabricate anything on a Word or an Excel or anything. You got to look for authenticity. That's the word I use. Authenticity is so important, because that way you know that they pulled it out of the software that they've been using, or the scanner, or the money they have been putting the checks through and things like that. So that's where you are able to make sure that you are able to look at the authenticity. That's why we do the due diligence, to look at every single thing, financial, the leases, and we'll provide you the whole list, by the way. If you email me or go to vinneychopra.com and get to a meeting if you want with me or my team, Calendly, we do that all the time. So you could do that, and we'll provide you that list of everything you need when you do the lease audit. It's an Excel worksheet, which is one of the very best we have designed, and we have paid money also outside people to design it for us. Anyway, so that's going to be where you have to look at the authenticity of the documents. You are a detective. When you do due diligence, you are a detective, because you want to make sure that you are looking at all the financials, all the physical aspects of the body of the apartment, also the roof, the boiler, and everything like that. But let's go to the expenses now. In the expenses, you want to look at the taxes. Huge. Because when we purchase a property which is equal to almost 3 years later when the owner bought it, or 10 years or 9 years, the taxes base is going to change. That is one single item that's going to really make a big difference in your P&L. You cannot take the investor's P&L or seller's P&L, what I mean, and then say, hey, I'm going to have the net income the same. It won't work. It will not work. Two things you have to really look at is the insurance. Insurance, you should have a commercial broker right away, so that you can give them, hey, in confidence, I'm looking at this property. Can you tell me it's so many buildings, so many square feet, what will be the insurance amount? And that'll be one way. And then for the taxes, you want to go to the zip code, the county where that property is at, go to the assessor's office, and then you go ahead and look at the mill rate. The mill rate is the one, and then you take the total value that you are purchasing at times 0.8 or 0.4 or 0.6, It all depends in each county. So do not take somebody's, rule of thumb. Don't do it. Don't even do mine in my underwriting, because I found out that there are different numbers in each county. So please go ahead and look at what number that should be. I know most of the promoters say 0.8 is okay, and that's, you're coming at a higher side, which is better than going on the lower side. I don't want us to be any, surprised by it, that's how I look at it. So always I like to do conservative underwriting, because if we do that, then that's going to mean much to the investors. See, investors are the other plate we got to spin. And in syndication, we need investors and we need the deals, and we put them together. That's all it is. It's not rocket science at all. You can learn that from my academy. You say, Vinney, you're trying to put a plug into it. Yes, we are giving away actually my comprehensive deal analyzer to everybody who goes to deal, D-E-A-L, deal dot, period, dot, multifamily, just like it says, multifamilyacademy.com. So if you go to deal, D-E-A-L dot, multifamilyacademy.com, you'll get that. And, you can start, crunching numbers and putting things in it. And then, we provide you the video I've done, 1 hour video, and then another one about half an hour explaining my whole underwriting, everything. So we would like to give it for free, which everybody charges $200, $400, $500 for it. But just for listening to me and working with me and so forth, you will get that. And we give out a lot of free stuff. That's who we are. So also please do, text the word 474747, text the word syndication, SYNDICATION, because that's the middle name of Vinney Chopra, Vinney Syndication Chopra. I know people call me Smiles Chopra, but maybe say Vinney Syndication Smiles Chopra or something, So we'll make it fun. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, always watch, taxes and insurance during underwriting. You bet, that's so true. And then also look at the property management company. Please go on my website, vinneychopra.com. You will get a complete blog on what to ask for, what to look for, into the property management companies. I put that together, and Dylan, my mastermind, partner, he was able to Excel it also. So we'll provide you the Excel worksheet also for how to look for a great property management company, and you can put all their answers in Excel, and then you can decide on who to go after. One of my students actually from San Diego just said they interviewed 100 people. Oh my gosh, 100 companies of property management, and they took 5 on the top, and then they came to top 2 and then 1. Isn't that great? I'm so happy they used that worksheet and the things that I provided. So anyway, but we provided, I never say I, because it's all together, and let's talk about it. So in the P&L, we are able to do it right from the taxes to insurance. Those are 2 big ones. Repairs and maintenance, huge, because the higher the repairs and maintenance, that's going to teach you that you got to also allocate that much time and energy and the parts and labor as you take over that asset. Of course, the A asset will have very little, B asset will have a little bit more, C is going to have the maximum, D we never buy. Never buy D property. Well, a lot of people buy boarded up properties and all that for repositioning. There is a niche for it. And, I like to do it too a little bit, but I try to get momentum plays. Momentum plays are the ones where there is cash flow right from the get-go. Right when you put your foot on the ground, you're able to hire the same management company or different, people, and then you're able to do it so that you can actually make the cash flow from day one. Hey, one more secret, by the way. Remember, I don't know if some of you remember that I give 2% to the investors from the time they wire the money into the LLC account. No commingling. I'll do a whole lesson on how to do all these different accounts for the assets, because we manage all our assets. I'll do that whole thing maybe next week or week after. We'll do all these different segments teaching in my Facebook Live. I would love to do that. I would love to do it, because what it is that, by paying 2% to the investors, they love it. And I never have lost sleep before the closing. In my 26 closings, I've never lost sleep at all, because I have the millions of dollars in the bank account before the closing. 7, 10, 15 days before the closing, I have all the money. And a lot of people say we have to raise like commitments of 150% and then they get 100%. I'm happy to say that I get 98% to 100% of every commitment. People look forward to wait for my deals to come out, and then they committed in 1 week, in 1 day, like 7, 8, $10 million and things like that. So if anybody listening to me, if you have a great deal that you would like me to partner with, we'll bring you in the JP side. I'm just looking at it. I didn't shave this morning. I rushed out to my walk so quickly. I actually am doing it right here at the Black Hawk Plaza, local. And that's my friend right here, Roger. You're the best, buddy. He just came here from Orange County, and we crushed it after my walk. We were able to kind of do some really good stuff, masterminding and things, as he's going to South Africa, to raise money and things like that. So we're going to be coming to your town, by the way, everybody listening to me. Very soon we're going to come into the RIA meetings, multifamily meetings all across USA. We're going to put that schedule together. We'll put it up so that we can meet you. And you can also reach us again at Vinney at VinneyChopra.com. You can go on my website and listen to some of the podcasts. My book is coming out too. We'll give out a lot of free copies and things like that, and we'll crush it. And thanks again. I wonder how much time is it now? 3 minutes. Okay. We're going to wrap it up within 30 minutes, because, a lot of you have, you're working and so forth. You join me. I appreciate you. But let's think about it. We're going to put it all together. From the P&L, of course, the repairs and maintenance. Then we have the management fee of 3 to 5% usually is that, in the multifamily. The higher the number of units, it will be 3%, 3.5%. If it's lower number of units, it can go as much as even 7%. Management companies will charge you. Okay. So then after that, we come out to the contract services. These are the swing pool, the Leslie pool and all, the pest control, all the contractual work which is doing, that's contract services. Then comes the payroll. Payroll is another huge amount, guys. Please don't take the number that the seller gives you. You got to look at, okay, are they doing it with how many personnel in the office? Did they have enough people in there or not? So all that you have to look at, how much is what they are paying by units. I look at it, 1,100 per unit, 1,200 per unit, or 1,400 per unit. What kind of other, are they giving benefits to the employees or not? Are they giving bonuses or not? So all those things are very, very important in the payroll section of the P&L. Also, I'm just trying to see, did I miss anything? Contracts, marketing and administrative. That's a huge part in the P&L also. Please allocate good amount of money for marketing. If the apartment is kind of secluded, not too much frontage is there, you cannot put flags. I like to put flags in every community we buy. Please go to moneilcommunities.com. Moneil, M-O-N-E-I-L. As many of you know, that's our kids' name, Monica and Neil. We combined the two to make it Moneil, our name brand. MoneilCommunities.com. Please go there and check our investments out there. Then I have 2 other companies, Ideal IG. We have done 14 syndications. We have sold 10 already, and 4 are on the sale right now. And we just accepted a deal. Actually, we bought for $3.5 million. We just accepted. We are selling for $7 million. Not bad at all. Then another one, 3.550 in Freeport, Texas. We just accepted a deal for 8.6 million. I bought for 3.550. That's in 3 years. We have doubled it, doubled the value, more than double the value actually, So things can happen for you if you follow me on Facebook, on YouTube. Just Google the name Vinney Chopra, Vinney, V as in Victor, Inney, Chopra.com. I came into this country with $7 and I want to give value to lots and lots of people. I know how it is to make it in business. So thank you again for joining, and I'll see you next week. Look forward to, let's have a date, put it on your calendar, share to your friends, and get this out to all your acquaintances who would like to really invest passively or who would like to be on the GP side, general partner side. I can bring you into multifamily syndication. So thank you again for everybody who is listening to me, who joined me, and who might be reaching out to me. Again, VinneyChopra.com. Thank you.